Episode 553. Under Yishu's control, the myriad manifestations umbrella constantly shifted forms. Unlike Chen Guo, who sometimes changed it just for fun, his every transformation had a purpose. Every transformation Yishu made had a purpose. Every time the weapon changed form, it would immediately strike the most appropriate target in the most fitting way. On the screen's upper right, the mission prompt's number ticked down from 100, and Lord Grimm's health bar steadily fell in sync. But Chen Guo knew Yeshu wasn't struggling to keep up. He simply didn't care. He had more than enough health to wipe out these 100 minions. There was no need to pay much attention to his HP. It's not like the system's going to show any mercy for whatever's left over. He cleared the second scenario just as quickly. Chen Guo checked the time. It was completely incomparable to when she had taken on the Heavenly Domain challenge herself. Yishu proceeded directly into the third scenario. The third scenario was also a battle, but this one was real. No restrictions, one-on-one. But his opponent was a boss, the Night Cat Demon, the hidden boss of the Green Forest in the starter village. Of course, he was no longer that pitiful level 10 from the beginner village. If he were still just level 10, even as a hidden boss, he'd be nothing but cannon fodder against a level 70 player. The Nightfall Cat Fiend had now grown to level 70, a level 70 hidden boss, being soloed by a level 50 character, but the player was a top-tier expert in glory. It was shaping up to be a most unusual showdown. Shen Guo held her breath and watched intently. Then, just like in the previous two scenarios, Ye Shu went in and started fighting without a moment's hesitation. The level 70 Dark Knight Cat Demon was instantly scurrying around the floor like a rat. Chen Guo could even hear the constant stream of cat cries from Yeshu's headphones, the miserable shrieks of a cat, of course.
There's no stopping him now.
Watching the one-sided beatdown, Chen Guo thought to herself. Yeshu cleared the third stage just as quickly. This didn't come as a surprise to Chen Guo. Taking on a level 70 hidden boss solo? If you took that literally as the entry requirement for the Heavenly Domain, it would be downright draconian. Unless the goal was to turn the Heavenly Domain into a dead zone, no one would set the bar that high. So, this Dark Knight Cat Demon truly is a level 70 hidden boss, with all the skills and abilities that entails. The only thing it lacks is a boss's typical health pool. Hit points, that's always been a boss's greatest advantage. A boss without a string of zeros after its HP bar is practically too embarrassed to say hello to the others. This third-floor Dark Knight Cat Demon was exactly that kind of boss. Its HP was downright embarrassing by boss standards. Lord Grimm's level 50 character was facing a level 70 opponent, a full 20 level suppression. Who knows how much his damage was reduced, or how many of his attack effects were resisted, yet Yeshu still managed to finish it in a flash. The creature barely got a chance to fight back before it was reduced to a corpse. The slain Dark Knight Cat Demon became a quest item, which Yeshu tossed into his inventory. And just like that, the third trial was complete. Yishu remained utterly calm, but Chen Guo was already inexplicably excited. Watching Yishu bulldoze through the Heavenly Domain challenge tasks that had stumped so many people, Chen Guo felt a sudden, visceral thrill. It was like the satisfaction of revenge, as if a bigger, meaner kid who'd been bullying you for ages finally got flattened by someone even stronger, in just a few swift punches. If it weren't for the fact that it was just the two of them and clapping would look silly, Chen Guo would have started applauding right then and there.
Level 4. Level 4.
She urged Yishu to hurry up. The fourth stage is when you leave the beginner village, and it's also when you receive the fourth stage's mission, delivering a letter. Naturally, the challenge was set along the delivery route. The fourth stage's setting is a treacherous mountain path, flanked on both sides by bottomless chasms. A single misstep means certain death. This was clearly a test of the player's movement skills. For Chen Guo, this level had been a slow, painstaking crawl, one careful step at a time, and even then she'd still fallen off and plummeted down who knows how many times. As for Ye Shu, Shen Guo was sure it would be just another minute's work for him. The result was even more dazzling than Chen Guo had imagined. This path was so narrow and treacherous, a single misstep would send you plummeting. Yet Yishu had the nerve to use aerial gunplay. Chen Guo couldn't fathom it. How could anyone possibly control the landing points with such pinpoint accuracy, hitting each one without the slightest deviation? And let's not forget, Yishu is a battle mage player. So how is it that his gunner skills are this polished and precise? Chen Guo didn't doubt that Yeshu was proficient in all of Glory's classes, but this level of mastery was just excessive, wasn't it? Chen Guo thought that even a pro gunner player from the competitive scene might not have the confidence to fly gun their way down this path, non-stop, all the way through. After all, this scenario is just like the first mission. The narrow mountain path is randomly generated. Where it curves, where it's straight, it's different every single time. So forget about walkthroughs, and don't even mention practice runs. This is purely about the mastery of aerial gunplay. Chen Guo stared at Yeshu, her gaze full of disbelief. She'd thought she was done looking at the great god like this. She'd thought she had a pretty clear picture of what he was like, but now it seemed this guy was bottomless. Chen Guo was completely at a loss for words. Having cleared 4 consecutive stages, Yeshu finally let out a long breath. He got up, drank some water, lit a cigarette, and took a stroll outside the internet cafe to finish it before finally returning.
Let me give one of these levels a try.
Chen Guo asked Yeshu for permission, suddenly seized by an impulse to give it a try.
Go ahead, give it a try.
Yeshu didn't mind, so Chen Guo switched to his machine and began to control Lord Grimm.